Well, good morning. Prospector Paul here. Hey, today we're going to go on a little rock hounding adventure, and we're going to look for some crystals that don't look like a crystal, and they're formed from feldspar and quartz, which is usually granite, but we're not looking for granite. So if you're more confused than I am right now, stick around. So today we're looking for the element that lives inside of this perlite, and perlite is a type of obsidian, and you can tell because it has these conchoidal fractures in it. And the stuff that lives in there is that black rock called obsidian. Now obsidian is made up of feldspar and quartz, like I said in the intro. The difference is, instead of it turning into granite, it becomes obsidian because it cools very, very rapidly, which means it was probably lava that was going straight into water. And that kind of makes sense judging by the geography here. We're right about at the split where northern Arizona and southern Arizona fractured 20 million years ago. So as these volcanoes were spewing, this material was going straight into water, and it formed these things called Apache tears. Now, Apache tears have many, many qualities as far as healing and negativity. It takes negativity away from you. So there's a lot of little stories about these. I won't get into them right now. But as I was walking out into this field, and I was told there was just literally material everywhere, I was walking into the sun, not seeing anything. And I remembered back to my days when I was back at the crystal farm, or crystal mines back there in Arkansas. And I turned around, and I'll just show you what I see. It looks like little rabbit pellets. I mean, there. There is more material here than you could possibly carry. There is just tons and tons. So we're going to have to be a little more selective. This piece is pretty cool. It's a little flake. You can see how shiny that is. We'll put that one back. I wonder, they're supposed to be translucent, and that one doesn't appear to be. But yeah, this material is just literally everywhere, and it's amazing. You look into the sun and all you see is gray, and then you look the other way and it's just littered with Apache tears. So I am going to look around and hopefully start finding some better specimens. Some of this stuff is supposed to be translucent, which means I could hold it up to the sun and be able to see through it. And those, I guess, are the more desirable pieces. So anyways, these do polish up very well in a rock tumbler, so I'll be collecting some species or specimens for that too. All right, I'm gonna get to collecting. So I've gone to the west, or I'm sorry, the east, and I found where this is just an old lava flow, and evidently this is where the water must have started, because there is just literally all kinds of perlite and Apache tears everywhere. Some good sized ones too. Trying to collect some of the better sized ones, because when these tumble, they're going to get a little smaller, but they are just everywhere. That one's pretty good. That one's pretty good. You see another volcanic patch over there. It looks like the end of the volcanic patches, or the lava flows, seems to be where the better material is. I mean, that ain't half bad. All right, a little more collecting. Starting to get somewhere. I do want to mention, when you see the really shiny ones, That's usually a broken fragment. Be careful with those. I mean, I didn't get cut, but this is the same stuff, the obsidian, that our Native Americans made spear points and arrow tips with. So be careful, you know, wear your gloves. Of course, I got gloves with no fingertips, so they're pretty much useless, but just something to be aware of while you're out here. Ooh, another nice one. This is pretty cool. They said there'd be more material than you can carry, and I see that, that's for sure. Here's one of the shiny pieces right here. Being real careful with that. But that edge right here, that would cut you pretty darn good. I love the conchoidal fractures. You can see they're circular. This stone was real easy to work for the Native Americans. They'd be able to crack it with a rock, shape it a little bit with a rock, and then they would cut their serrades in with a deer antler or a bone or something like that. It was soft enough to do that. I believe this comes up as a 5 or a 6 on the Mohs hardness scale, but pretty cool piece. Volcanic glass. Let me shake a couple for you. You can hear it. It sounds like marbles, you know, which is made of glass. So real cool stuff. There is definitely a lot of material here, though. I love it. This is so cool. We don't have this stuff back home in Michigan. Much better specimens, and a lot bigger. Very, very nice. Lots of Apache tears. I may not have to leave this spot. Maybe I'll just walk this wash and get my half a 5-gallon pail full, and I'll be plenty happy. Here's a dandy sitting right by the base of the camera. This place is cool. Why, welcome to the Prospector Paul Show. Hey, I'm out in way back here, 13 miles back in the desert, and we're looking for agates, and we're finding some. Look at this baby. Look at the banding on that. Look at that beautiful red on the end. Oh my goodness. This place is fantastic. I found another piece here. Look at the red in that. Unbelievable. And it's got the purple. It's the only place I believe in the world that there's purple agate. And I'm finding a few. This one with the eye in it. That's pretty cool. Sorry for the wind noise. This was kind of an unplanned trip, and I ended up out here and I didn't bring everything I needed, but also got another piece of purple agate. Kind of that's a piece of opalite. That's really pretty, banded like that. All kinds of good stuff here. The purple's the key, though, I guess, is the highly sought after stuff. That's probably my best piece, but it ain't a high quality gem piece by any means. But it's definitely different, definitely cool. I'm just surface collecting. I mean, there's some monster agates here. I mean, this whole darn thing is an agate, but it's tougher than nails. Man, I beat on it a little bit. I ain't putting a dent in it, so I don't know. I'll just keep surface collecting and show you guys what I find. This one's kind of cool. Kind of almost like a carnelian color to it. Another banded eye agate. Kind of a seam agate. And another purple. Alright. Oh, there's something. Kind of purpley. Pretty small though. Too hard to do anything with that one. I'll keep looking around. Bring you back when I see something cool. Told you I'd bring you back when I found something cool. Almost dropped it. Check out that bad boy. Iron in that. Beautiful red. Wow. What a cool agate. That 13-mile trek back here, it was really something. I talked in Chrysocolla video about different zones coming out here, and it changed about 7 different times. I'm going to try and film it on the way out. Hopefully I got enough space on the SD card. But yeah, there was just this beautiful lush valley part, and then there was a red zone, and then this all white zone and blonde zone. It was just crazy. Beautiful ride. You really got to pay attention though. It's a single lane road getting out here, and it's carved into the side of a hill. It's thousands of feet drop on one side, and so you don't want to look down, but you don't want to look up either, because heck, there's rocks up there bigger than my truck. So it was a little sketchy coming back here, but so far so good. It's definitely worth it. I'm having me a good time. So all right, see you in a bit. So just like any form of rock hunting, you got to get your eyes kind of trained to what you're looking for. And I mean, this, look at the wonderful banding in that. Oh my goodness. Right through here. A little bit of an eye agate at the same time. Really cool. Ooh. Some green right there. And right there. Doesn't look like it goes very deep. Oh, some more of that green. Huh. Oh, look at that. That green in there, that red. Oh, I'll bet that'd polish up nice. That's going to make the bucket. Too small of a piece, but real cool banding. Piece of opalite. Wow, is that neat. Huh. Opalite with a little quartz stringer in there. What the heck is that? It's got druzy. That's a neat piece. Huh. Alright, made the bucket. That one looks kind of purpley. No, not so much. You got to be careful of scorpions when you're flipping rocks. So. Oh, look at that. Oh man, that cool red right there. Ooh, there's some more. Man, that's a neat piece. Oh, wait a minute. What's that? Look at the red in there. Ooh. Don't know what them is. Some kind of little bug. Don't look like a scorpion though. Little chip. Little banded chip. Some red in it. That's kind of cool. Probably too small to tumble or do anything with though. There's a neat piece. Oh yeah. Huh. Pretty heavy for just a little bit of color. We'll find a better one. Some red. Too small of a seam. Oh, that's wild. Interesting piece. Some really cool stuff. Wow, look at the banding right there. Huh. Pretty cool. Like being a kid in a candy store. It's kind of fun. I really like to find some of that cool purple. It was kind of a lavender look, I guess, from the pictures I saw. It got another one up here. Got a little bit of a seam on it. Wow, look at that, huh? Real vuggy on this side. Man, that'd be cool to shave that face off, and got some banding in it. It's pretty unique. Every agate's unique though. Huh. I suppose that is inside there. I don't feel like agate. That's a weird piece. That's kind of cool. Ooh, there's some nice color on that. Super cool agate. If I tumble it though, all them sharp edges, won't be nothing left. Yeah, a lot of fun here. Alright, when I find something really cool, I'll turn it back on. Well, I found a piece of that purple. Definitely pretty cool, but it's just a small seam. And the rest of it don't look like that kind of quality, so I'm afraid I'm going to leave that one. Nice little purple patch. Just not high quality stuff. Alright, I'll keep looking around. Pretty sure that's the stuff. Very cool. Big old rock. Why does the wind kick up every time I turn this camera on? Ah, boy. I'll see if I can split this a little bit. I ain't carrying that all out. Got potential. Looks like a little seam here of that stuff too. Alright, back in a bit. Look how this just changes. I'm on top of the hill. Very cool in its own right. Very volcanic spot. Huh. Pretty wild. down there. Well, we're gonna clean up the rocks from the other day's hunt there. We got some Apache tears. I'm gonna get these ready for the tumbler. Probably tumble when I get to Oregon here. And you can bet we'll have some to give away. Some of these are pretty good size. I mean, that's a monster for an Apache tear. We ended up with quite a bucket full. Alright, now we'll get on to the agates. I think I called one piece opalite. I want to correct that. I believe it's pastelite, and it's right here on top. Yeah, that piece with the quartz in it. That's not agate or opal. That's pastelite. Kind of cool. It looks like a mosquito. Pretty neat piece. This is definitely my favorite. That green did come off. It was some kind of mold or algae. Algae is what it was. Pretty neat agate. Can't wait to slice that. We'll get a tile saw on it. Let's see what else we got. Got another rainbow colored one here. Pretty interesting. And one of the purples. It's awful dark. I'm calling it purple. I hope it's purple. We'll see. Interesting agate though. There's the one with the eye. Boy, these things are heavy. That bucket isn't that full, and it is really, really heavy. Here's that carnelian piece. Kind of cool. That one will probably tumble. Ready for a nice banded one. Look at them bands. Look at them fine lines. Wow. That is really neat. Almost looks like a shark's tooth. Ooh, that's pretty sharp. Oh, a couple more. There's a chip. Got some red in it. Ooh. As you can tell, I kind of like the red ones. Very, very cool agate. Kind of that dark purpley look. Almost looks like the other half. Hey, look at that. No. Huh. That big old boy. That is a monster agate. That's one for the tile saw. Look at that monster. Heavy. Cool piece. That's really carnelian. Such a faint orange pink. Pretty cool, like a salmon. I think that'll do it. The rest are kind of them purple ones. Another piece of pastelite with a little bit of agate in it. Pretty cool. So 2 pieces of pastelite. Boy, that hill was that was weird walking on that. It was all like a fine talc powder. It was white clay, and it was all, you know, decomposed over the years. And it was pretty steep and really hard to stay on the side of that sucker. But definitely a cool hunt. And well, I really enjoy you guys coming along. Check out this piece of mica. Pretty cool stuff. All right, that's going to wrap it up for this week's episode. If you would, leave me a comment. I love reading the comments. You guys make me laugh sometimes. And hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And there's a little bell down to the left. Go ahead and click on that, and that'll notify you every time I put a video out. I usually try to get them out every Saturday. Again, thanks for coming along, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Sure was a lot of fun. Y'all take care. Prospector Paul, out.